I was talking to my friend the other day and he's like, hey, one of the hugest Minecraft teams ever, building the entire country of Germany 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft, wants to do something with you and your kids. And I was like, hell yeah. So I hit him up and we got to talking about where we should do it. This place is too red, reminds me of the Coneheads or something. This one was pretty good, but I'd prefer a water barrier that works better than unending slopes. That's really romantic. Looks uncircumcised. We'll take it. So we get to our prep time, and here's where it gets interesting. BTE Germany, who has a killer TikTok, insists that they have too many members to manually import to our Discord, so we run this channel system that broadcasts our completed buildings channel to each other's Discord. A connected collaboration across servers with the same Minecraft server. This was awesome because each team could see each other team's progress. It turned it from the concept of a collaboration into more of a competition. Now that is an interesting turn of events. Germany versus Build It 1-to-1. Let's see how it pans out. So it goes a little something like this. We come blasting out of the gate swinging, dropping buildings like we drank laxatives for breakfast. But Germany hits us back with just as much force, and it's like, whoa, this is surprising. We've never been challenged like this before. So we go ahead and blast back, narrowly taking the lead. But this is where things go wrong. We get like 2 or 3 buildings ahead of them in our own channel, and then someone drops an incredibly wise statement with their building post. Suck it, Germany! What happened next was to be expected. Germany blasted back with at least 30 more buildings, and setting the trap perfectly, their team uniformly kills us with kindness. I gotta tell you, it hurts. It hurts to read this. And with a blast like this, it seemed like all hope had faded. I remember while I was streaming one day, the BT Germany Twitch stream raids me, and then I talk about how utterly complete our failure was and how it was all over. And I really believed it. How could we come back from such ferocious responses in building activity? This blows me away. We get beaten quality all the time, sure, but I took pride in us being the king of quantity. Can't be matched. Nope, we were getting destroyed. I hung up my hat and just sulked. But eventually you stop sulking and you start thinking. If their team responds this hard to being pushed, what if we just removed that mechanism? What if we start being sneaky? Yeah, we gotta be sneaky. So I went in the Secret Master Builder channel and asked them, hey, do you guys want to secretly beat Germany? Now this rank has people like Brigard, AA, B-Dart, Destroyer, Krug, Umwut. These guys are f***ing legends. And as soon as I said it, they knew what was on, and they were totally hyped, especially Umwut. The plan is to discreetly build. A ton. Build up a large stockpile of buildings, but don't post them. Secretly tally them on this spreadsheet, and then post them all on the last day. It's crazy. It's sneaky. It's kind of disingenuous, but it just might work. So we had close calls with the plan being leaked, but for the most part, we were sneaky, and it was exciting. Holding a conspiracy with an elite group makes you feel like kind of a big deal. This must be what it feels like in those Bilderberg meetings, or Area 51. But we had a problem. We had one German builder in our Master Builder channel, and for a hot minute, we were worried that the whole plan would be leaked. But Jasupa promised to keep a lid on our secret as he found the entire thing very amusing. We had spies to try and detect if Germany had discovered our plot, we had our secret coalition, and we were ready to continue. The stockpile was getting bigger and bigger, but Germany's false lead on us had grown to quite an excess, and doing the math with our secret stockpile, it was pretty close. Who would win? Long story short, we went nuts after Christmas with that final week before 2022, known as the taint of the year. Super excited and not able to sleep on New Year's Eve. On the morning of New Year's Eve, we finally dropped our posting bomb of over 100 buildings to the race. We finished the peninsula and then some. This beef was totally insane and I was here for it, 100% of the way. The final score ended up being Germany with 192 buildings and Build It 1-to-1 with 290 buildings, making for a total of 482, almost 500. Considering how weird Europe architecture can get, that is amazing, and the results speak for themselves. When you're competing, you very often give more of yourself than you thought was possible, and it was totally the case for me. I couldn't prevent some of our builders from going into Germany Discord and gloating. I don't know what to tell you guys. I feel embarrassed. And of course, Germany just responds selflessly, like the amazing, wonderful gentlemen they are. In working so hard to beat Germany by building Germany, we may have won, but Germany won harder, because all this progress was for them. And at the end of the day, that is what mattered, what you see before you. Speaking of seeing it, if you want to see Germany in a whole new way as a commemoration of never forgetting the penultimate episode of Build It 1-to-1, this render is the next postcard in our series, the second to last collectible in a series where you'll win a special, personal something from me if you can prove you've bought them all. There will be 4 in total, so totally achievable. But sometimes seeing it isn't enough. Sometimes you have to be there. And if you want to be there and own this map, explore it in Minecraft for yourself, that is possible by joining our Patreon, which also gets you a download for every location we've ever done. North Korea, Antarctica, Singapore, Iceland, Las Vegas, Monaco, Seattle, Gothenburg, Mars, Honolulu, Kyoto, New York, Moscow, Miami, and now Germany. All of it completely yours for Tier 3 Patreon membership. That's a year and a half of events with hundreds of builders, an insane value for an amazing cost. And as amazing as this event was, we haven't even gotten started yet. Well, actually we have. We're almost done. But the next event is going to be so insane, it would seem like we haven't even gotten started yet. It's going to be the most insane building event ever hosted in Minecraft, and we'll stand by that claim. File for Guinness if we have to, until it's beaten, and then we'll come back and beat them again, so on and so forth. If you want to watch that go down, the final episode of Build It 1-to-1 series is coming up next. Stay tuned for the final 0.
Pippen, I'm Santa. Ho, 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 ho. What would you like?
Oh, you know what I want. Okay, guys, so Germany is waiting for the go signal. Holy shit, there's so many people online. We outnumber them, yay.
The thing with Germans is that they're dedicated with their work, and so we are probably gonna lose.
We can't
They
let
lost
them.
in 1945. They're gonna lose again in 2021.
We can't let Germany win. If you played Wolfenstein, you know that what would happen.
At the end of this event, you eat your own words, I will be very disappointed in you.
Oh yeah, that would suck if I lost. Now that I'm
yeah.
really stating
Oh,
my
that would be really
credibility.
bad. And then we'd have to use this clip as a sarcastic insert. But that would never happen.
Germany when
I'm streaming! Oh my fucking shit! Oh my god.
What happened to you? Are you okay?
Happened.
He's getting attacked by the Germans.
Yeah, at least I have a personality, Jeff, unlike you.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's see it.
I'm the most admired man on all of BT, at least one of them. Everyone looks up to me. I have my own thoughts.
I don't look
that
up to
everyone
you.
Can read.
I don't look up
How
to
could you speak for everyone when you're a no one? Hey, I know one, Jeff, I know one area where your name ever shows up, the completed buildings page.
So here's the thing, all right? So when I got to puberty specifically, there were like in school, it got it's popular among the boys to talk low. Like it's cool to talk like what's up? It's like it's fucking cringe. It's awful. It took me like 15 years to totally get out of that and fully accept that my speaking voice is right here.
Oh, really? That's adorable.
And I'm actually probably still talking too low.
And is that when you opened up to your sexuality?
Yeah.
We now have to do a bit where you actually pull out your son, and we get humor.
My son, like what, out of a drawer?
Yes.
No, just pull him out onto the. You know what's worse than what Hitler did in World War II?
What?
My computer crashing.
Ever notice how kids these days are getting fat?
Kids these days.
I have every month I complain about kids these days in a different way. I remember headphones was home. But you know what? Kids these days are not as bad as I say. And in the new year, I promise to complain less. Anyway, let's talk about how gaming chairs have ruined the society of chairs. And literally, remember when office chairs are like the perfect invention, and then they decided, we can make money off chairs by calling them gaming chairs and adding lights and speakers and all that garbage onto them. It's like it's an insult to the
My
chair
New Year's
community.
resolution is that I'm gonna complain less.
Wait a minute, Germany's a genius. Do you realize they wanted us to beat them, so that means there'd be more progress. If Pippen never proposed this idea, there'd be like half the progress here.
Mr. Beast, I spent 24 hours inside Fukushima.
I gave myself cancer, and I'm going to cure it in record time.
I gave 10 people cancer. Who's gonna?
Whoever gets in remission first wins $10,000.
We should do that, Pippin.
Yeah, this would be
I
a
volunteer.
great channel concept, I think.
That'd be
No, that'd be
huge.
great. That'd be great. Mr. Beast videos, but they're like absurd. But you're so dedicated to the parody that people can't tell if they're fake.
You know what would be
Great idea.
kind of really darkly funny if he did the real life Squid Game, if he actually f***ing killed them and like he uploaded
So
it.
funny.
He would upload it and you just watch it.
His debut into crime.
You just see
Alexa,
a new
stop.
upload on his channel. It says I killed 10 people.
Squid Game, but they actually died.
Now jokes are playing in my head that I can't even say.
Guys, look in rhythm, Pippin, look in rhythm. You guys got to appreciate the work Pippin did. This guy was banging out buildings and hurling them up like a f***ing hangover after Mardi Gras. This guy has been working his ass off, and he's ready. You might think he's ready for Seattle, but he is f***ing ready.
Hello?
What's up?
I heard that you had a bit of an axe to grind here. You know, to show your sleeve, just to put your heart on your vest, whatever.
Alright, yeah, so I built 35 buildings for Germany, and they're mostly all in this one cluster. I thought it was pretty cool to build like right next to each other because it made it seem like I was building more than I actually was.
Well, it's like you build your own little dominion.
It looks okay.
I love this.
I learned a lot about Windows this month. That's what I learned.
I could see my kid being born here.
Yeah, just like conceived in the middle of the courtyard.
Yes. Over the fireplace.
Also, this one wasn't me. This was Beat-Art. Beat-Art really grinded a lot too. I like to give him some credit.
Yes, yeah. It was
I
you, him, and then me, right?
Yeah, you were third, and Beat-Art was second. And you two were really close.
So why did you hate the Germans so much?
Well, it all ties back to the 1940s. You see, back in the 40s, the Germans did some not so good stuff, and then we decided that we wanted to beat them in a random Minecraft event 75 years later. And that's basically why I chose to make this event my magnum opus. It's the best thing I've ever done in my entire life, you know?
Ever.
Definitely.
I have that feeling every time I
building
go to the
in
bathroom.
Germany.
Do you have any final remarks for our viewing audience?
Well, I just want to say, if you haven't joined BTE already and you're watching this video and you've been following it for a while, why haven't you joined? Because I'd like to build with you, and so we can beat more Germans. I mean, Germans.
This person just
gay.
found the financing for they got their financing figured out and they are buying this house.
What are you talking? I don't understand what this.
Krug is a
He's
real
talking about
estate agent now.
What?
Yeah.
This
Is he actually a real estate
more
agent?
specific.
Yes. It's
He's
a
not
house
actually a real estate agent.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am now.
No.
And
He's a Discord mod.